Hey there. How you doing? It's Ole Swiftwater coming to you again. I thought I'd bring you a little video today. I've come back down to my honey hole, and believe it or not, after I dug it back out, nobody's been here all year. So that's a good thing for me. Unfortunately, I had a lot of the fluff come down because of the big rains. Put about 2 tons of dirt, so I come in and I actually dug down through the top of it. Now I'm about 3 feet forward from where I left off last year. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm not digging 2 tons of dirt out of here for this hole, which I've already dug it out twice. So I just come in on the layer that you see here, hard rock layer, packed in there real tight like cement. I might as well be hard rock mining. But the gold's here, it's worth getting, and I do enjoy getting it. Now it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, so it's pretty cool. I got a good day ahead of me. I'm looking at about 18 to 24 buckets out of this hole, classified down. So it's going to be a little bit digging. But what I wanted to show you is I have people that's got in contact with me and asking me what to look for out in the field. What do I look for? What do I pay attention? Well, today this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to show you. Now this right here, I found this hole a long time ago because of the erosion that has taken place here. Over the years, it was a big sweep out, and I found these big rocks that was setting up high. Now I've dug down in. Now you can't see the big rocks that I've got out here. I've got a whole pile of rocks this size that's come out of this hole. But you'll notice that this stuff is really, it's in there real good. You've got to chip away at it. It's like a Chinese puzzle. If you don't get the right rock out first, the rest ain't going to come. And sometimes it's a pain, let me tell you. But you can see I've got some sand right here on the top of this. It's kind of some sandy, loose stuff, real loose and fluffy. And I come into here, it's got some stuff that's so-so. And then you're getting down, and then I'm down here and about. This is my hard pack stuff right here. Now what this is from, or what I believe this is from, is the holes I'm going to show you are pretty much congruent in a line with the way the water traveled years ago. And what I believe this was a pool eddy, or a back eddy. Reason why I believe that is because the way the stones are laid in here and how tight they're laid in here, and the sands that's laid in here with it, it's too settled, and it hasn't been moved enough. Now in this next hole I'm going to take you to, I'm going to show you different type of settings that the rocks are in, and a different type of sand that it's in. And now this hole is probably about 25 feet away from this hole right here. But like I said, we're going to stay congruent with the way the water is. So let me just jump over there real quick, and we'll show you this next hole. Okay, this is the next hole I was talking about. 25 feet away. Now you'll notice this sand in here, it's a little bit looser. We still have some good cobbles in here, but they're not laid in here like a wall. They're not set in here where you have to really pick them out. This hole was actually dug by some friends of mine, and I know that they just use a shovel and the rocks come falling down on them. But like I said, you'll notice this has got a lot of looser sand, same kind of cobbles, but a lot looser sand. I could get it out of here with my fingers almost. That'd be spectacular if that was in my hole. But this is the second hole I wanted to show you, and they've got about 1.5 to 2 foot of overburden, opposed to my 4.5 feet to 5 feet of overburden. So I'm predicting that this sand here is going to be the sand that's actually below my caliche layer. Now I know they've dug this down and they have not got still into the hard pack area. So I'm thinking that this is going to be the back eddies over there. This is going to be some faster flowing water. And then let me take you over to this third hole real quick. I want to show you a little something else. It's right in line with this hole, and it's congruent with the water too. So let me run you over to that hole. All right, we're back in the other hole now that I was telling you about. This is the third hole, congruent in line. Now, if you'll notice in here, I'm not going to get too back over this because I've got a little bit. This is actually a hole that I've dug this year, doing a lot of testing, and I've got a little bit of overburden here that I know could fall at any time. So I've quit digging that way. I'm kind of digging down. But like I said, I went over to the hard packed area. This has got good gold in it, but as you can see, I ran into boulder heaven. Now these rocks, you'd think I could just roll them out of here, but these rocks are phenomenally heavy. They're crazy heavy. So what I've been doing is just kind of digging around them, Now I did have a cave in, I do have a pick, and I do have a pair of gloves that's sitting under this rock pile here somewhere. But like I said, I'm just saving this for a day that's going to be not hot. That way I can come back over. As you can hear, there's a wind blowing today, so there's a tree right above us. I'm staying away from the tree. You can see a couple of tree roots here, but they're a good 3 feet away from the tree. They still got the main roots, so I'm leaving the tree. I don't want to undercut the tree. Well, I don't want to undercut my shade either. So like I said, I'm going to come in and I'm going straight down now and leaving these big rocks. But you'll see in this area how it's just, there's 4 feet of sand. Before you get down to these big cobbles, there's 4 feet of just pay layer. That's all pay layer. It's all got gold in it. All this sand in this whole hole has got gold in it. Now it could be anywhere from a couple pickers I found to a lot of flakes to some super fines. And since I am using the Gold Hog mats, like I was in Indiana, I actually have taken my mats though and set them all the way up front. That way everything that goes through my box has to go over it. And I am getting now some amazing recovery, especially on below 100 mesh. If you've seen in my last video, Go for Broke 2, the picture at the end, the one in the green pan, that was after 3 days of running with the Gold Hog mats to the front of the box. I was really impressed. I was real happy. So I'm going to keep them there, working where I'm at, because it doesn't lose any of the pickers. It doesn't lose any of the flakes. And I still have my Hungarian riffles in the back to catch the pickers if you have to. But like I said, you'll notice the bunch of the sand and the rocks. Now, like I said, I believe that the second hole was more or less a fast rush area with the water. I think this area here could have been, like I said, the water does a bow. This water here with these big rocks, this could have been like a wash area or a riffle area. The reason why I'm saying this is because these big stones are all in here, and you don't have the little compact tight rocks. Now I do have one line of them right here, and it's about 2 inches thick, and that's all the rocks there is before it goes to sand and these big giant boulders again. So I'm presuming that these big boulders was the riffle effect, and then it got sanded over through low tides, through swirling water, and etc. But these holes are all within, I say approximately about 40 to 50 yards of each other. Now there is a couple holes on the back side that I do know somebody else has tested. But in my personal opinion, they've went through probably about 5 to 6 feet of overburden and never hit sand, never hit rocks. So that just tells me that everything's going downhill from here. So this must have been the riffle area, and then it went downhill. Now I've thought about a little waterfall after the riffle effect, when the water fans out. We've did testing, nothing. I've dug down 4 to 5 feet, find good cobbles. I still didn't find anything. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of difference between holes 1, 2, and 3. Like 2 of them are mine. Another one are some people that I met a while back that I know digging the hole. But like I said, I'm utilizing what I can, what I know in the field to do what I need to do and get the things done. So stick around for a minute. I'm going to run back and we'll restart again. Okay, here we are. I'm back in my hole. Reason being, I got a nice tarp. I do have a shade tree over there, but it's a little windier over there, so now I know you could probably hear me a little better here. But I just showed you three different types of stuff that's in a creek, and I'm talking an old creek. This has got to be, as far as the water is from us now, I wouldn't doubt this being at least 500 years ago where we're up at, so it's pretty old. But this right here, just to show that the new up-and-comers that's going to come out here and try to dig or wants to go places, stuff like this is what you look for. Look for these cobbles like that right there. They're hard packed in there. These are a little, these are harder packed in there than what I like to go for. But like I said, I do know the gold that this hole is producing. I love the gold that this hole is producing, especially with my mats moved up. And the reason why, like I said, the reason why I made this video is because I've had a lot of people on YouTube ask me, what do you look for in a field? Could you teach me a little more what you could find in a field? And I do my best on some of my videos to actually show you what I'm doing in the field. But like I said, these are 3 different types that you look for. Those 3 different types of holes that actually are bearing gold. But this one's just a little bit more predominant than the other. So another thing I want to put in there is for the new up-and-comers, the kids. Like I said, I've had kids even email me. Always remember, there's you can see right here on my shirt, right here today, I actually wore it. Gold Prospector Space. You need to go and sign up for this place. It's viable. This web page is got a lot of information. It's got classifieds, it's got a chat room, it's got videos, it's got anything and everything. All the information that a beginner is going to want to know is in Gold Prospector's space. Tim runs a good web page. There's not a lot of political stuff on there. It's just about gold. Sometimes even gems is on there. So, but like I said, for the information that is given to you for free on that website, it's a must that you got to go see it. Just sign up for it. Tim sends you back the invite. You're in. After that, you go in, like I said, all kinds of videos. You see all kinds of pictures. If you have any questions, just type it out. You can make a discussion about the stuff that you want to talk about and have other people that are like-minded and interested in what you have to do and what they know. They'll put on there and help you all the way around. It's a viable tool for any prospector to be on Gold Prospector space. If I've talked to some that they said haven't been on it or they haven't heard of it, and I'm like, oh man, and after they get on it, they're amazed at just how much information and background that people have. Like I said, myself, I have over 20 years of being a prospector, and I know there's people that's got over 40 and 50 years on there that's on me, on information that they've done. But like everybody else, I'm still learning as we go along. It's a day-by-day process. Being from back east, coming out here at the west, out here in the west, everybody's always go to bedrock. Back east, you can't find bedrock. You just take the flood bars. So what I'm trying to do is I just take both of the information that I know from back there and here, and I try to put it together, and this is what I find. Stuff like this. Now, when I'm prospecting, I'm not afraid to go up in the high countries. I'm not afraid to check anything out. Yeah, it's a little bit of work, but that's why they call it prospecting and not finding gold. It'd be too easy. So, but anyway, I'll be, maybe after I dig the 9 holes out today, I'm not going to take you down and video me on the machine. I did that in my last video, but this was just more of a tutorial for somebody for an educational purpose of what they need to look for in the field and what they need to keep their eye out for. Even with natural erosion hitting it, and if you see these big cobbles like that are nice, rounded and flat rounded, you know that water's been over it. Prospect it. If you see rocks that's water's been over, prospect it. It could be an old flood channel that could hold $1 million in nuggets. You never can tell. That's the exciting part about being out here. That's the exciting part about being gold. Another thing I'd like to say is if you want to get out finding the gold and you don't know where to go, there's also a little club called the GPAA that actually helps you out. Check them out on the computer. You type in GPAA, they'll come right up. Gold Prospectors Association of America. They've been around for a long time. I'm a member. Several other people are a member. It just gives you a place to go when you just want to go out and putt around. So always check them out as well. But hang around. Like I said, if I do go down there, I might show you a good clean out today. I might, excuse me, I might take you back and show you a good clean out at camp. I'm just not for sure because it could get, it's Arizona, it could get about 95 and maybe 100 today. A lot of people says, well, that's not very hot, but if you're out here in the dirt, yeah, it's pretty hot. I've got my 2 gallons of water, but I'll probably be out of here by noon today, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, you hang around, bring you back here in a little bit. Like I said, show you a little bit what I'm getting out of this particular hole, and show you a cleanup, and just see what type of flower gold that the gold hog mats are catching, what type of flower gold and flakes are coming out of the hole. I wish I could do a test on all 3 today, but I'm not going to shoot a video that long. So anyway, stick around. I'll put some pictures in here periodically in the video so you can check it out as well. I've got a lot of wildlife has come out now since it's getting a little cooler here, and there's certain pictures that it'd be fun for you to see. So like I said, stick around. I'll bring you back on the clean out, and we'll see how good it is. here at the camp. I went ahead and did a cleanup. I actually had a little gold left from yesterday and today. I kind of mixed them together just because I like to give you a little more a benefit to seeing the gold of what I'm finding in the hole 1 that I showed you. Now remember about the information that I give you, hole 1, hole 2, and hole 3. Very viable to look at the different settings, the different rocks, the different layers of sand. And like I said, you'll pick it up and you'll catch on later as time progresses. You know, it's like I said, I've been in it for almost 23 years now, so it takes you a little time to find the stuff that you want to find. But anyway, let me show you real quick here on my cleanup. I already got her in the old snuffer bottle. Get her right up here at the top for you so it looks nice. All right. Now folks, that's the gold I'm getting right there. As you can see, a couple good pickers in there. I got a lot of fine flakes. Got a lot of, there's just a lot of gold in there. That's not bad. That's probably about, I say, in the 2 days time that I worked at it, it's probably going to come out to be probably around 36 buckets I might have ran in 2 days. So that's not too bad. Classified buckets, although there is a lot of rocks, so we do have to classify what we have. Anyway, I'd like to wrap this up. It's been kind of a long day. Like I did say, it did get hot. It got to about 95 today, and it's just I'm over here in the shade right now taking a little break. Always remember, the newbies and the people that's been into it for a while, hey, if you're not in it, go prospector space. Go to it, find it. It's viable for information. You'll love it. I get a thorough kick out of it. I look at it every day. Just the information, the way Tim does stuff in there, it's real easy. You can always post your photos, you can post your videos, anything you like to do. So go check that out as well. For you newbies that's getting out there, you up-and-comers, check out the GPAA. It's a very good club to get into. Plenty of places around to go to. I know you hear me plug them a lot, but that's just one of the easiest, most viable ways to get out here and get to enjoying life, you know, and having your family do it too. So that's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed the photos I put in. Different things that I see around the desert. I wanted to try to get a little bit more, but hey, digging gold, you don't often get the time to shoot pictures like you want to. So I hope you enjoyed the ones that I did put in there. I'd like to give a special thanks out right now to 2 of my sponsors. The first was Can't Stop Smoking Barbecue on Chandler Boulevard and I-10 here in Phoenix, Arizona, or Chandler, Arizona. If you're ever in Chandler, you go ahead and check them out. They got some of the greatest barbecue you could ever eat. It's darn good. And another sponsor is a place I go and hang out when in the summer, have a cold drink every now and then. It's Hobnobs Sports Grill. John runs a real good bar there. They're real sports oriented. They've got well over 20 TVs, I think, in the place. So if there's a game on and you want to see it, you know, just pop in there. He's on Chandler and I-10 too, Chandler Boulevard. So both of them guys right there, they're in the same type of strip mall or a shopping mall. So if you're ever down around there, you pop in, tell them Ole Swiftwater sent you down there, and I hope you enjoy it. And I'd like to thank them both for helping me out the way they have and sticking behind me and really making this happen this year. So until next time, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and get out there and start living life before life isn't there to start living. So until next time, you have a good day. Take care.